Hi, my name is Patrick Vernon. I appreciate the opportunity to answer these 7 questions, and here we go. So, as I said, Patrick Vernon is my name. I'm a 6th grade science and social studies teacher at Western Middle School in Elon, North Carolina. I've been teaching for 26 years, and all of them have been at the same school. Next question up: why did I start a career in education? I want to help people. I love learning. I love working with kids at the age that I work at. They're still the innocence of children, but also they're starting to spread their minds and become more adult-like, and so starting to think for themselves. I like being able to help them in that process. If I could have any other job, well, I in high school and then also in college, I worked at a radio station, and so I'd love to be a disc jockey. I've always said that I have a face for radio, and just enjoy that. How are kids different than they were 30 years ago? Well, I think one of the things that makes them different is the constant contact with their peers and through social media. It used to be that when they left the school or got off the bus, they were at their house. They might call somebody and talk to them, but that was certainly one-on-one, or see folks in the neighborhood. But they could kind of decide when and where, if they've got a phone, their friends are in their pocket, or they're on an iPad, or it's just constant contact. When I was little, I lived in the country, and so when I went home for the summer, I didn't really see any of my friends unless, I made the conscious effort to go to their house or call them. And kids can't get away from each other now, and so they need a chance to decompress and find out who they are on their own, and also be in more contact with their families. Social media, I think, sometimes gives a perception of what other people are like, and you feel like you have to live up to it. And then I just think that's one of the biggest things. They need a chance to disconnect, and they can't. How is teaching different than it was 30 years ago? Well, I think schools are now expected to cure a lot of the ills of society that previously, people were just sent to school and we taught them, and there's just so much additional social support that we have to have. In the meantime, there are also standards we still have to have, and so you're juggling keeping up with the standards, but also helping those kids with the needs that they have. What would I tell someone who's going into the field right now? I would thank them. I would remind them that stay balanced. Still leave time for yourself and time for your health, because it's an all-consuming job, and take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, then you're not there. What's one thing I would change to help kids learn better? That's a good question. I would just like to see decision making and access to funds be more in the hands of the educators that know what they need to do to be successful with students in the classroom. Some people above you are willing to listen and willing to give you the backing, and then some people just don't feel the support. And so that's one thing that I think would help, is that if teachers were used more as leaders in the process of making education better. Thanks for letting me answer the 7 questions.